Hello, and welcome to Game 70 of the PlayStation Instrumentality Project, Carnage Heart. Said like Billy Zane saying Kingdom Hearts. This is a game that I've been looking forward to for quite a while. It crosses a few interesting threads in the world of PlayStation. This is a mecha game. So that's of interest. Not only is it a mecha game, but it is a mecha game with mechas designed by Ko Yokoyama. Ko Yokoyama is also, among many other things, the mechanical designer from Kalik. So you got the Kalik designer is also here doing more mechanical designs, which of course is very exciting. It is also an Artdink developed video game. So this is going to be our third Artdink game. Previously, we had, of course, Aquanauts Holiday and A-Train. This is number 3. Artdink kind of ends up being, for our purposes, one of the most prolific developers of '95. After like Namco, right? So it is a real one. Now, if you have not seen this game, the game is renowned for. It's the way it works is it's a strategy game. You're trying to like capture bases, but the way you do that is that you have mechs that you design. You design the hardware, you pick a chassis and other parts, and then you program them with literally a program. You get a big logic board with like if-then statements for a bunch of things, like if an enemy is in front of you and 100 meters in front of you at a degree of like cone of like 30 degrees. Jump to the left, and like you get a big board, and the board it flows through the states, and then you make a design, you manufacture it on the production line. You can contract with companies to get more powerful parts and other blueprints for other things that you can manufacture. It is a real video game. It is an interesting one. So I'm excited to get into it. I've done research on how to play this game. I find for this kind of thing, it always works out the best if I go find some resources and watch some footage. In particular, I definitely want to shout out Cypress Dahlia, who has also, I think, done like a lot of like a mecha game figuring out. They have some very good resources. And then also I watched like T-Gon had a good play for this. You voted for Pat Labor. You voting for Pat Labor? I never would have guessed such a thing. Let's get over to the Discovery Zone. See what's going on in here. I feel like I have a correction here to make. So a while back, I had labeled this game as a simulation game because I felt that the simulation, it seemed like the programming part of it was so heavy that maybe it was really a mech simulation more than anything else. Having now watched some footage of this game, I can say pretty safely, this is a strategy game. TVCR, the subject of, there are definitely people who say Pat Labor, but I don't like Pat Labor is short for patrol labor. So I guess it just makes more sense to say the labor like labor because it's short for patrol labor. So like, it is what it is, right? Like, but also like whatever. You say I gotta go to a meeting of the labor union. My summer Pat Labor. Quebecois. This is a song called "This Is Galactic Tennis" from the Power Serve 3D Tennis soundtrack. One of only 2 good things about Power Serve 3D Tennis. The other good thing about Power Serve 3D Tennis is the track called "Art of Tennis," which sounds like this. But yeah, that's shout outs to Power Serve 3D Tennis. One of the very worst games. The very worst games. All right. All right, let's go ahead. I don't know what that soundboard is either. So as I mentioned before, Carnage Heart is Artdink, published in North America by Sony. A strategy game. Let's talk about it. So Carnage Heart. Important note: the mecha in this game, are called Overkill Engines, or OKEs for short. You really got to work on your Oki to succeed at Carnage Heart, is what I'm saying. That is a joke for exactly one person in here, probably. And it's a real, and it took a while for this to show up. So this was released in December 95 in Japan. Didn't show up elsewhere until 97. You got that? You got those FGC jokes? Excellent. I'm glad there are people in here who can do that. So the publication of this game in North America was pretty interesting because they actually localized a lot of the material that they presented. So, that didn't help. So to aid the player in learning the gameplay, Carnage Heart was packaged with an unusually large amount of materials for a console game of the time. In addition to the game disc and above average length manual, the jewel case contained a 58-page strategy guide and a tutorial disc with a 30-minute fully voice-guided overview of most aspects of the game. Oh no, it's an Oki, like OKI, which refers to like, it's like mix-ups to, like, it's a fighting game thing. I mean, Kaylin Moore wants Megazone, so like she said that's what she desires. All right. But yeah, as I mentioned before, the way this game works is that you have to create a hardware and software profile, and then together those things are stored in a card, and then the card is used for manufacture of mechs. Like all the main thing that the bases aren't like, it's not like you attack a base, like they're going to be like base defense missions or base assault missions. The bases exist as the sites of factories that produce OKEs. That is their major role in the game. You can see here, there's a little screenshot of what the programming looks like. So, you know, look forward to this. And you can see there too, I think red is yes, and then green is no. So I think, like, for example, that tile in the top left-hand corner, I think that's like, is there an enemy in 50 meters? If yes, go down this chain of knops. That's no operation. Or, you know, go to the right and you know, and enjoy another check for, is an enemy in 15 meters. So forth and so on. So you can kind of see, you know, how this all ends up. Where things are going from here. And then the combat, the game, once you program the mech, there is an asterisk on there in this. I know someone's going to bring it up, but generally speaking, the game plays itself. Well, I mean, presumably this screenshot is incomplete, right? I assume there's something down there. Typically the space for programming is bigger. So there's probably something down there. The knops are useful, not so much because you're going to sit around and do nothing, but because you often will you'll need space, right? Like, you know, you need space in order to be able to put in various operations. And so the knops, the CPU doesn't just sit there and do each of them slowly. It's going to fly through them to the next operation. That's actually the same reason you would include a NOP if you were programming an assembly, just because you need some time to pass before you do whatever it is that you're going to do. Shout outs to the time that I took an operating systems class in college. That shit sucked. Yes, sorry. Yeah, tell us about real programming. Well, how was this game reviewed? Kind of average. I think, you know, it was one of those games where people are like, oh, we respect this, but we're also afraid of it. It was definitely considered ambitious. Electronic Gaming Monthly never reviewed the game, but their buyer's guide considered it a game you need a PhD to play. So there you go. That is, and I should mention that this is Carnage Heart was the first game in a series. That series, most of which never got released in North America, except for the most recent one, which is Carnage Heart Exa, which does have a North American version, very late PSP 2013, but it's there, it's out there, it can hurt you. Yeah, average 90s game reviewer trying to play this after playing, I don't know, Super Mario 64 for the 5,000 fucking time. Yo, sup Gundam Goku. And then, you know, this is also, Carnage Heart is interesting because there are a number of other Japanese exclusive PlayStation games that are cut from this same kind of cloth. We're gonna try to play some of those. Like we're gonna try to play Pandora Project, the Logic Master. We're gonna try to play Afraid Gear and its sequel, Afraid Gear Another. Those are absolutely the titles of games, I promise. There's an Armored Core game on PSP, Formula Front, that is similar to this, where you manage a team of ACs instead of directly controlling them. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I go. Oh yeah, and there's Robot Cross Robot, which is another algorithm-based simulation combat game. So yeah, we'll deal with these. These will pop up from time to time. There's also, I think, a pair of games on Dreamcast that are like this called Marionette Handler. Not to be confused with the other game called Marionette or whatever. Oh yeah, Robot. What is Robot Odyssey? That's old. Too old. There's the board game Robo Rally, which is kind of like this. Or you set up a deck of cards and then you play out. You program them ahead of time. So cool. Yeah, we'll get into this. And of course, I've already talked a bit about Artdink. I talked about them at greater length during our the PIP coverage on Aquanaut's Holiday. But yeah, this is kind of our third game with them. At this point, we've done a lot of the major stuff. We've done A-Train. We did Aquanaut's Holiday. I think at this point, the next Artdink game ends up being Tale of the Sun. There you go, Tale of the Sun. That's PIP 134. So, and then from there, we don't see as much of them. You know, we'll see, I think in 98, we get No One Can Stop Mr. Domino. Yep, there you go. And then at that might be it for them on PS1. I know we'll get A-Train 6 in PS2. Oh yeah, there's Turnabout, the puzzle game. We'll get that one. But anyway, back to Carnage Heart. So what else is there on Carnage Heart, you might ask? As I said before, there are guides for this game. We do have a pretty good walkthrough from Cypress Dahlia 11 months ago, a 2024 Carnage Heart guide. God bless. And then the other thing I would mention is there is a cheat. Yeah, I will be playing. Yes, I'm gonna learn some sports in the PS1. Someday I'm gonna learn how cricket works. I'm gonna play cricket on PS1. I'm sure it'll be great. There is a cheat code that allows you to take manual control of an OKE. I don't plan on using this necessarily to like win the game, but we might play around with it at some point. It's kind of funny that they included it, right? It's you can just jump in there, live your life, play the game. So that is available if we want it. You press select 12 times. Then you can select manual. You can manually control the OKE. What is any reviews for this? Oh yeah. All right. Well, clearly the gamers know what's up. Warning, caution, almost too much fun by Lord of Lemmings. More programming. People in 2017, help me. Uh-oh. Oh, is this guy just trying to get wait, is he giving help or is he getting help? Oh, he's giving help, I guess. Thank you, Robert A. Anybody want to play OKE hack? Well, there you go. God bless. Similar. What do we think are similar games? Carnage Heart, Final Fantasy 12, Dragon Age Origins. Good games are not always popular. Sadly, my GameFAQs signature. Can't be bad. No, it's true. It's true. So what other data we got here? All the covers are pretty similar for Carnage Heart. They all pretty much use this same image. You can see, but like the coloring's all different, which is interesting. You can see here's the PAL cover, and then you get the original JP cover. I think JP might be my favorite, but the North American one is pretty good too, honestly. I don't know. Maybe the North American one is the best. Although it omits the text, the extra text on the JP cover. Design it, build it, program it, unleash it. The World Federation has been looking for a first commander with your set of qualifications. Your mission is to defend the mining outposts on the Jovian moons from competing corporate pirates. Go from blueprint to battlefield as you design, build, program, and launch your mechanized warriors into the conflict. This back of the box quote is incredible. Hardcore strategy gamers rage. It doesn't get any better than this. Thank you, the Game Ombre from Game Info. Actually, this, for some reason, this is like a pretty bad upload for Moby Games. I think there's a better one on PSX Data Center. Yeah, here we go. This is a much better quality one. There you go, the Game Ombre. Deep military strategy. Build your mech from the ground up by selecting from 4 types of mech bodies and an unlimited combination of equipment. Negotiate with manufacturers of weapons and systems to gain the ultimate military advantage. Now, that's a really funny bullet point. I have been reading about this game, and apparently if you invest in R&D, it also accelerates the rate at which your opponents get access to that technology. So it acts more like an escalation than it does actually like getting the advantage. Kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll see if that holds up fact-wise when we're playing. The AI you design determines the outcome of the real-time 3D battle sequences. Also, like, thank God this is real AI, not that fake shit we got to deal with nowadays. A rising tide lifts all. I'm sorry, Q. When I read that, I initially thought that you wrote a rising tide lifts all corpses, which is honestly like a way better thing to write. You can take credit for that if you want, you know. A rising tide lifts all boats. Well, in America, a rising tide lifts all corpses. Use a memory card to challenge your friends to a tournament using the versus mode. And of course, you see there also is a special tutorial CD included. Yeah, so it says on the back, like the game is 1 disc, but it does, even on the North American release, it came with a bonus CD that is just tutorials on how to play the game. We are going to watch that CD. I do have that CD ready for playing on the PlayStation. Cool. There is not much, like besides this, I could not find a scan of the manual for this game. So in terms of other data, like there isn't too much out there. There is a US advertisement on PSX Data Center. A lot of the text here is similar. Jupiter 2073, not a place for the faint of heart, nor the weak of mind. Mechanized armies run amok, and you must develop the strategies and alliances to quell the chaos. Go from blueprint to battlefield. Yeah, you can see that same text shows up here. Cool. And Sony never brought. Actually, I wonder who localized Exa? Does it? Oh, there's not even a. Come on. Oh, son of a bitch. Wait. Now I have to look it up. Who localized? Who published Exa? All right. Release data. Oh, was it Natsume? Oh, well, serious fun. That must be a polished release. I mean, who doesn't love a good Natsume English translation? All right, well, if we ever get there, we get there. Yeah, I know, right? Especially 2010's Natsume. Well, we'll get there if we get there. And then there's not much how long to beat data. Someone has scored the game, but no one really mentioned how much is there. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. Let's experience the thing. As I said before, we are going to watch the video first. I'm not going to run the timer for the video. I feel like that's not part of playing time. I will say this, the plan for the game is we're going to do there are 4 campaigns. One of them is a practice campaign that you could like beat in like less than 10 minutes if you know what you're doing. And it rolls credits, but I'm not taking the easy out. We're probably going to do the easy campaign. It's 5 maps. The other campaigns seem to be pretty much the same, just like more maps. So let's go ahead and live our best life here. Carnage Heart. So yeah, so the game is 1 disc, but there is the Carnage Heart mission briefing. So let's go ahead and load this up. Thank you, Frank Ocean, for the use of this song. You jerk. So yeah, it's pretty much a big menu of various things. I think these all just play in order. So I'm gonna just like let it rip. Again, I'm not gonna run the timer for this, so let's all together discuss. I have not watched this. I have watched other people play Carnage Heart. I have not watched this footage, so this is gonna be new to me.
It's the year 2073. War has broken out between the World Federation and the corporate conglomerate Draken over mining rights on 3 of Jupiter's moons. Carnage Heart is a strategy game where you, the player, are the commander of the World Federation forces. Your mission is to capture the enemy bases by directing mechanized weapon units, known as overkill engines. There has never been a strategy game as deep and challenging as Carnage Heart. Not only can you design the hardware of the overkill engines, you can also design the software programming that determines how an overkill engine will behave in combat. This mission briefing will walk you through the basic functions of Carnage Heart. For a complete understanding of all the game's functions, please read the Carnage Heart instruction manual and the programming strategy guide. The title screen for Carnage Heart offers 3 selections. Start Game allows you to start a new game. Load Game lets you continue a saved game. And Versus Battle is a competition mode. When you start a new game, you must first select a scenario. Carnage Heart has 3 full scenarios: Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto. The Europa practice scenario is a single map scenario to help beginners learn the game. In the world of Carnage Heart, you are represented in battle by your Overkill engines, or OKEs. You can choose from 12 different OKEs. There are 4 main types: twin leg, multi-leg, tank, and flying. Each of these has 3 subtypes. Each OKE has a different performance and a different choice of weapons. The enemy has the same choice of OKEs and weapons, so it is important to optimize your hardware and software design to gain an edge in combat. To design an OKE, select Design from the command screen. This is the Design Lab. OKE design data is saved on design cards. Use Select Card to choose a design card. You can save up to 25 designs. Your first design will be saved as Card 1. The Hardware command is used for designing the OKE hardware. Software allows you to design the OKE's action program. And Test lets you try an OKE in battle before you finalize your design. There are 9 hardware choices, allowing you to design everything from the OKE's body and weaponry to its CPU. You must make a selection for the first 7 icons in order for your OKE to be operational. The icon in the upper left-hand corner that resembles a person is the OKE body selection command. When you select the OKE body command, a screen will appear listing the available body types. Choose the body type you want, and then select the OK command to confirm your choice. A red mark appears next to the OKE body icon to show that you have made a selection. The next icon down is the Engine Selection command. Use this command to select an engine for your OKE. The stronger the engine, the more weight an OKE can carry. The next icon is the Main Weapon Selection command. You can select from 3 main weapon categories: the medium-range assault rifle, the short-range shotgun, and the long-range laser. Select a weapon that is going to be well suited with your battle strategy. After selecting a weapon, you will be asked to select its ammo or energy pack. The Sub-Weapon Selection command is the next icon. There are 5 categories of sub-weapons: rocket, missile, large missile, landmine, and floating mine. Some OKEs cannot use some kinds of sub-weapons. After selecting the sub-weapon, choose the rocket, missile, or mine to be used. The icon below the sub-weapon icon is the CPU Selection command. This is a very important selection, since the speed and capacity of the CPU will affect how your OKE performs in battle. The next icon is the Fuel Tank Selection command. The size of the tank will determine how long your OKE can operate. The last of the main icons is the Armor Selection command. Thicker armor gives greater protection, but naturally it also increases the OKE's weight. The OKE's weight cannot exceed the maximum weight listed to the right. Select the thickest armor you can without going overweight. The last 2 icons are the Optional Equipment and Paint Pattern Selection commands. Eventually, you will acquire such optional equipment as cooling, missile interference, and armor repair devices. You can customize the paint pattern on your OKE to your liking using the Paint Pattern Selection command. Once you have finished all of your selections, your hardware design is complete. The most interesting and unique feature of Carnage Heart is the ability to program the artificial intelligence of an OKE. The programming is accomplished using a simple-to-use icon-based programming system. For complete instructions on how to program an OKE, please refer to the instruction manual and the programming strategy guide. If you do not wish to take the time to program your own OKE, you can select Auto to have the World Federation software engineer program it for you. The software program you create for each OKE is its brain. The program decides exactly how the OKE will act in a battle situation. The better you are at programming, the more likely you are to defeat your enemy. You design software programs in Carnage Heart by using chips. There are 40 different chips, which can be combined into an action program by linking them together on the chip table, which represents the OKE's CPU. Each chip contains a set of commands, such as move forward or detect enemy in a designated area. You can customize the internal settings of a chip to perform the tasks you desire. The program you assemble on the chip table is executed in sequence from the top left to the bottom right. The green arrows on each chip indicate the normal flow of the process. If a chip also has a red arrow, the chip's behavior depends on a set of conditions. If the conditions shown in the chip settings are true, the chip diverges the flow of the process to the red arrow. Now, let's watch an OKE in action and see how its behavior is determined by the program. The movement of this OKE is determined by a combination of two chip commands which tell it to move forward if it detects an enemy within 300 meters. To avoid an incoming missile, this OKE jumps to the right. The sequence of chips that makes this happen detects an incoming projectile within 60 meters, and then, with a 50% probability, makes the OKE jump to the right. Here, the OKE is firing its missile subweapon. The first chip in this sequence detects an enemy presence within 65 meters. The next chip checks that the OKE has subweapon ammunition remaining, and the final chip fires the subweapon at the enemy. If the program detects that no subweapon ammunition is left, the process flow is diverged to activate the main weapon instead. Here, the OKE has been programmed with a search pattern. One chip asks if an enemy is detected within an area set to 300 meters in the front, while another chip asks if there are enemies within 180 degrees on the right. If both answers are no, the program commands the OKE to turn left until it detects an enemy. By linking such OKE software sequences together into an efficient action program, you can create a variety of deadly OKEs. After you have finished your software programming, it is wise to make sure that everything works before you finalize your design card. From the design screen, select Test. On the test screen, select OK on the bottom right to begin a combat test. The combat test ends with the destruction of either side, or after 150 seconds. If you are happy with the way your OKE has performed, you may finalize your design card by selecting Approve Design.
Negotiation.
To acquire new OKEs and weapons, you may purchase blueprints from 6 weapon dealers on Earth. Select Negotiation from the command screen, and a list of the 6 companies appears. Choose a company and select Blueprints to see their wares. Select the blueprints you are interested in, check their descriptions, and then purchase the desired blueprints. You can also select R&D to invest in weapons development. Improve the performance of a blueprint by selecting Optimization. And find out what your enemy is up to by selecting Information. Once you have an OKE fully designed and ready for battle, you'll need to decide on your battle tactics. Selecting Tactics from the command screen will bring you to the Base Command screen. The Base Command screen is where you make decisions regarding OKE production and the organization of OKE units. First, you'll want to set up an OKE production line. You are supplied with your first lot of OKEs ready for action, but it is wise to manufacture a supply of replacements for OKEs lost in battle. This can be accomplished by selecting the Factory command. From the Factory screen, selecting the Production command will bring up the Production screen. The numbers from 1 to 6 indicate the factory's production lines. Lines 1 and 2 are displayed in white to indicate that they are operational. Lines displayed in red are not yet operational. Selecting the product box will bring up a list of available MasterCard designs. A design must be a MasterCard to be produced in a factory. After choosing a MasterCard design to produce, it is necessary to specify the number to be manufactured in the amount box, initially reading 0. After selecting the amount box, a number pad appears. Pressing the OK key enters the amount. It is also necessary to manufacture ammunition for your OKEs. Selecting the product box for line 2 and then selecting ammo from the bottom left corner of the screen will set line 2 to ammunition production. It is once again necessary to specify the amount to be produced in the amount box. In Carnage Heart, each OKE combat unit is composed of 3 OKEs, so it is most efficient to manufacture 3 OKEs simultaneously. Increasing the number of operational production lines can be accomplished by selecting the Add Line command from the factory screen. After selecting Add Line, a screen displaying the cost and performance of an additional line is displayed. Selecting OK will add the line, or by pressing the circle button, you may exit without adding the line. Manufacturing of OKEs requires a certain time period. The time is calculated from the production process number of your OKE design and the production line capacity. The production line capacity is the number of processes which can be completed in one turn, which is 80 for these lines. The OKE design being produced requires 203 processes. Dividing 203 by 80 equals 2.537, so we must wait 3 turns to receive delivery of this OKE. You must organize your OKEs into OKE combat units before you can deploy them into battle. To form an OKE battle unit, select Form Unit from the base screen. From the list on the right, select the OKEs which you would like to have together in a unit, or you can select Auto to automatically form a unit. To select another unit, press the down arrow key. You can have up to 32 units. Use the release command to disband the current unit. Once you have formed OKE units, it is possible to deploy them into battle. Selecting Deploy Unit from the base screen will bring up the Deploy Unit screen. The Deploy Unit screen shows the units available to be sent into battle. Selecting the Action box will bring up the Unit Command screen. The Unit Command screen lists the commands that can be given to an OKE unit. Selecting a command brings up the map screen. You may then specify on the map where the command should be carried out, deploying the unit to that area. Carnage Heart progresses by turns. You make your battle preparations, and these are executed when you select End Turn. Your enemy then executes its own battle plans, and battles occur when opposing forces meet. When your battle preparations are complete, select End Turn from the command screen. The OKE units will now follow the instructions given to them. The map shows the progress of the OKE units. Here, the green OKE unit is engaging the orange hostile unit in battle. During battle, pressing the Start key will switch the viewpoint between the 3 OKEs in the combat unit. On the left side of the screen, a radar shows the hostile OKEs, and a timer gives the elapsed time. Displays on the right show the OKE's condition and how much ammunition it has left. It is possible to turn these displays on or off from the settings screen by pressing the Select button. The settings screen also contains the option to choose various camera angles to view the action. This completes the Carnage Heart mission briefing. To gain more information on how to play Carnage Heart, please refer to the Carnage Heart Instruction Manual and the Programming Strategy Guide.
Okay, yeah. Tell me the narrator. Okay, so our producer, Paul Costanzo. Shout outs to Paul Costanzo. Oh yeah, I think Buzz Burrows does a lot of the. This is credits for the mission briefing video, the thing we just watched. I think he was on a lot of PlayStation Underground stuff as well, which makes sense, right? He's a Sony America. All right. Yeah. So again, if you're coming in and you're like, what the hell were we watching? Carnage Heart came with a separate PS1 disc that was a video tutorial on how to play Carnage Heart, and that was the thing that we just watched. Now, while we were watching this, iDoc found the manual, and I don't know if I'm going to read the whole manual, but I think we should get to the lore here, so I'm going to flip back to the screen real quick. All right, so by the year 2025, the human population of Earth had exhausted the planet's natural resources. The lack of resources combined with the residue of the rampant inflation of the late 20th century created a growing schism between the rich and poor. Tension between the deprived and the privileged resulted in violent crime waves and uncontrollable rioting. World order was nearly gone, and it looks like the downward spiral would end in the extension of the human race. Do I know who Paul Costanzo is? Is he a voice actor? Like, is he something? My guess is he's a voice actor, actually. Oh, is he actually that? Is he that dude? Is that him? Is that Paul Costanzo? That's incredible. I mean, it makes sense. It's another Sony of America published game. Wow. What a awesome career. Shout outs to Paul A. Costanzo. Anyway, so it's basically the story here is in the 21st century, the United States and other countries began doing space mining, and the mining disputes turned into wars, and then the World Federation is United Nations, and And then basically they exhausted the resources of the moon and Mars, so now they're on the Jovian moons trying to do this again, and it's just not going well, folks. Things keep escalating. Wow, there's a lot of lore here. How does this keep going? Unfortunately, it's all PNGs, so it takes like, oh, here we got a timeline of events. Delicious. A call to duty. The cool alpine air stings your face as you make your way from the transport ship to the entrance of the ISS Geneva headquarters. All right. That seems like, yeah, it's 3 pages of lore. Okay. Oh, is he also the Halo matchmaking guy? That sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, well, as I said, we're not going to read through all this. We got a lot of this information in the form of the video, which was much more fun and exciting anyway. Let's be honest here. So let's get back to the game. Got to reset the console. Slayer. All right, so, yep. All right, so now it's time for actual Carnage Heart. Instead of just the mission briefing. Wow, wow. Just asking to get my ass beat on Frank Ocean by Frank Ocean on YouTube. Jerk. Sony America presents A New Age of Heroes. Artdink. That is a thought, isn't it? They are who we thought they were. All right, so I mentioned before, there are 4 campaigns in this game. All of them give you credits, so if you really didn't want to play this game, you could do Europa practice, and you would get credits, and then you could mark it done. My intention is to do Europa, real-ass, authentic Europa. These other ones just give you different maps, and more maps, and that's just really all there is to it. So I think my plan is probably to do the 5-map campaign. Call it a day. That's kind of our goal, our plan. Let's go ahead and cue this one up, folks. That's it, and they drop you right in. It's Artdink, baby. All right, so first things first, we're going to go ahead and queue up our... So we start with 6 robots already. So I'm going to go ahead and get those set up. Did I only start with one unit? Maybe there's only 1 unit. All right. Tell it to go north and capture this base. I wonder if I have a unit at the other base. How do I get to the other base? Base list. Yeah, you can see OKE3. It's got 3 OKEs. All right, so we did obviously, but now we got to do the real stuff, right? We got we got to get into the thing. I need a more cerebral. So unfortunately, just like A-Train, this game also makes it so that you have to go into the into like you just select tracks, and that's just how you live your life. So the default track is Overkill Engine. Pretty good. This is definitely a Maelstrom. Oh, I kind of like this for programming. All right. So yeah, tactics was the base stuff. So I think we have to pretty much put together a Prowler for our first design. Yeah. Look at this little Koyokoyama looking motherfucker. I love that guy. I love my little bubble boys. New ground soundboard. I mean, who doesn't, right? All right, so weight 190, 7,500 output. All right, I guess we go Tyron. You can view the engine. Does it just give us a little? Oh yeah, it gives us a little render of an engine. What does the other one look like? Oh, that's obviously worse. I can tell by visual inspection. I want shotguns, I think. I really like shotguns. What do the shotguns look like? Yeah, sure. Why not? I want to see what the other ones look like. I need to drink in these renders. Yeah, that's also definitely a thing. Can I like? Oh, I can grab it and move it around. Damn, the future is so good. Holy shit. Awesome. It's just a bunch of vapes. I mean, yes. Prowler, I don't even know her. Did you say Godzilla is here? I'm sorry. What? T-Rex? Godzilla? Oh yeah, this is an interesting video game, Piano Man. If you haven't heard about this one, it's like an ancient auto battler. So we'll see how I do here with the programming, but I'm very curious. Yeah, no, there's some real shit going on. I will say there is also, so there's 5 games in the Carnage Heart series, and only 2 of them have been localized, and the other one is a 2013 PSP release called Carnage Heart Exa. So, but yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Just use the, well, so I will tell you, I I have a blueprint that I want to make. So we're going to make the blueprint. Otherwise I would use auto. You're right. I think your approach is exactly right. You know, I always work best kind of editing. So working from an existing thing. So I'm gonna implement a blueprint that I found. I'm gonna use one of the Cypress Dahlia blueprints. Should be a fun time. All right, so that's the main weapon. I guess I wonder. I guess we'll do 4 missiles. What do these look like? Oh yeah, that's a solid one. Actually, what do the rockets look like? Okay, pretty similar. Just intentionally, like, let me script jump. Carnage Heart, no upgrades. Huh. What, did they just do the practice campaign, or? Because again, you can beat the practice campaign without doing any programming. You can, like, you get 6 units and that's enough to clear the board. I mean, that's the thing, is that, like, the 4 campaigns are all separate. The practice, easy, medium, and hard campaigns. Yeah, does it say Intel Inside on it? Oh, interesting. R1 stops it. Okay. Oh, triangle makes me, like... Yeah, triangle makes me, like, jump to something to interact with. I don't even know how much fuel I can get away with. What's my weight right now? Does it even tell me weight? Okay. I guess it'll tell me if it's overweight at the end. Oh, okay, yeah. So one of the things that's interesting about this game is, because, like, my first thought, like, you know, when it comes to the idea of considering a speedrun for this game is, can you load in a previously made card? And as far as I can tell, the only time you can load in cards is, like, versus mode. You can't, like, so let's say I do the easy campaign and on my own time I wanted to play the medium campaign. I couldn't start the medium campaign and then load in the card. I would have to remake it, I think. Game doesn't even have, no, it does not. I don't think it has an SRC board, yeah. I found a few YouTube comments on videos of this game where people talked about making runs of this, but I haven't found any, either on SRC or elsewhere. I guess I didn't actually check Nico. I don't know. Maybe there's JP runners. I didn't check Nico. Paint. This is important. I like that one. Oh, there's a 5. All right, what's the 5? Yeah, there we go. That's the winner. Sony made it just lets you copy programs between saves, and there is a version 2. Is that the one that's called, like, easy zapping, or that has, like, the macros and stuff? I think I've read about that. But there is no, that didn't have an English release. Oh, really? There was a huge code sharing. Interesting. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's been, like, compared to, like, the relative dearth of PS1 A-Train info, there clearly is more interest in this game and in this series, like, looking around on YouTube and stuff. Like, people did play this. You know, this isn't completely forgotten. There were fans. All right, so as I said, my plan is to implement one of these blueprints that I found. So let's go ahead and start figuring out how to do that, you know? I love user interfaces. They're my favorite. All right. Right, so now, okay, so this refers to different operations. If I click on this, okay, it shows me the current one. Oh, do I need to go to the list to do it? Yeah, okay, cool. Right, so we got move forward, move backward, turns, left and right, jumps, these are all the jumps. I wonder if this is, what is this? Obstacle? Oh, no. That's right, I gotta keep going back to list. Oh yeah, the programming is I feel like probably the most intimidating part of this. Now you can, I think I can hit like an auto option. Like if I did this. So this will populate it and you can go about your life and do everything, but, you know, but of course it's there if you want to play around with it, you know? Is there a clear? There's got to be a clear, right? Yeah, it's a real one. New. There you go. Yes. Okay. So it's pretty cool, right? Yeah, it's a neat little thing. So that's scan for missiles. Scan for projectile. Okay, yeah, this is probably what we want to do. So if we got it, yeah, 135. So this, I think this refers to, well, that's the distance from us. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, even they kind of have to be. I mean, you got an NES controller. It's not like you're really, it's not like you're really doing a lot with that, you know. Okay, so that is, oh, that's right. This controls the cone. Yeah, so if these things are happening right in front of us, we want to get out of dodge. Put it right at the top, because that's the thing we need to happen first, right? For reacting to projectiles in the air. So at this point, once I've adjusted it, I just want to click. Oh no, do I just click off? Or do I hit, I just, okay, yeah. How do I think, oh, I might need to look this up in the manual. Just how you switch the arrows around. Because I think this particular configuration is fine, but folks, I hope you enjoy me watching figure out how to do this. It's gonna be a good time. All right, so that's easy. Just place them, no problem. And then, is this the? Yeah, this is the knob. Oh, okay. So I can set this up from here. I think there is a shortcut to do this, but this will work fine for now. Okay. So let's also, so we did a scan for projectiles. Let's also do a scan for missiles. Oh, yeah, I guess these arrows allow. Okay, so yeah, so the way this thing works is that the program flow starts up here in the top left, and then it enters here. So this is like literally the top of the board, and then, you know, I can feed it from the program to the sides, and that'll carry it down to this bottom right hand corner, and then it repeats, right? So the loop of it is already kind of in the edges, so to speak. Assume this is, yeah, enemy. No, so the campaigns are like, was it like 5 maps, 7 maps, and 8 maps, I think, and like they're various things. Yeah, I mean, it becomes a sort of like, how long does it take for you to make? You know, because if you can auto and make that work, that would take a lot less time than programming, right? You know, how many do you need to make? What obstacles does the enemy put up? Yeah, how many more could you need? How many more could you possibly need? I mean, assuming they would want to play this, right? Yeah, that's the other thing too, of course, is right now, like, I'm programming one that just has this one particular, like, I have a few, like, my main options right now are just like main weapon, right? Or missiles versus rockets, but I will get access to other body types should I so desire. Oh no, my God. Accidentally clicked on the line instead of, yeah, there we go. All right. Is this self-destruct? Yeah, okay. PMC, get away from the self-destruct. What are you doing, you monster? Don't touch that. You could hurt yourself. All right. God, this is like, so I think there's also CPUs of different sizes as well, which is very, very interesting, kind of fun. This game is a combination of so many genres. Yeah, it's almost, they also like included a genre as like a secret with the code. This is very, there's just a lot going on here. It's got that Artdink. That Artdink is going on, you know? It's very fascinating. But yeah, as I said, I'm implementing a blueprint that I found, because otherwise I would probably just run with the auto. But I feel like doing this exercise is going to help me familiarize myself with like the options that are available, and also the other like how the UI works and stuff. Right, yeah, they've made such wacky. What's interesting too, I didn't realize the guy who directed this, like, and he directs most of the Carnage Heart games. There's also like a PS2 game that's just this, but like spaceships. I think it's called like what was like the Seed Warzone or something. Which is like just, and like thankfully there's an English version of it. It's bad. Oh, is it bad? I mean, look, I'm sure Midas Interactive tried their hardest to localize it for Europe. I can only hope. Yeah, make the player do it. You know, just whatever. Just live your life. Who's gonna stop you? Yeah, like, you know, you have to be able to like fit all the, like, even once you have an idea of what you want to do, you have to be able to express it in the language that you're given. Sorry, I'm just checking on something. Oh. Can you actually like, oh wow, you can. Huh. You really can. I was like, can you move this around? You can. That's nutty. Yeah. Only game I played. Oh yeah. I mean, Final Fantasy 12, like I only played that for the first time probably like 5 or 6 years ago. And that was such a delight. Such a pleasant game to play. Although there's a guy who used to be a regular in this chat who would always brag about how he insisted on playing Final Fantasy 12 without using gambits, which just felt like an insane thing to admit to. Like I feel like that's like telling people I'm a serial killer or something. Like, oh yeah, I played Final Fantasy 12 without gambits. Gambits are simpler than this, but still, like, I mean, the point stands, you know. You don't tell people that. Don't tell people that. The police will show up. I think so. Like I don't like you play so little of that game without gambits that it was hard to like remember. Right. I mean, well, that's also, it is true to that person's credit. They didn't like gambits, so they played without. They played the game that they wanted to. So, you know, credit where it's due. They lived their life. Don't let me stop you. Welcome to my CPU stream. Hope you're all having a good one. Yeah. I mean, to me, especially in because I played Zodiac Age, so that was like particularly relaxing because you could not only put the gambits on, but then you could turn up the speed, you know? And that was just very relaxing. Wouldn't it be? Yeah, you're right. You know what? You're right, dog. You're right. I'm always saying this. Yeah, so this whole left side is a routine that is like basically making sure the enemy is in front of us. Like after the initial projectile avoidance, this routine is saying like, hey, is there an enemy in front of us? Are they back to right of us? Are they back left of us? Turn and face them. You should look at them. Look at their eyes. Did you play a lot of Final Fantasy 12, Icy? I didn't know that. Because I guess I don't remember discussing that. Were we dating when I played 12 on stream? Do you remember that? You beat it. You beat it. Okay. Really? Okay, so that must have been like early like summer 2017 or something. That I think I must have beaten that game right before we started dating. Okay, there you go. I mean, would that? I guess that save file would have actually been lost when the thing was stolen, right? Or does you played in 2007? Okay. I mean, the game came out in 2006. No, we're Dragon Facts. Please, we're married. She's in the house. I can't escape her. I can't. There's no chance for me. All All right. No, I need to get this. How? What? Well, like, what is this? Yes. Let me. 81. This is yes. Perfect. Just like I drew it up. What, you don't need a big sliding bar of possibilities of divergence for your dice rolling? What, like, what kind of gamer are you, buddy? I don't see the issue here. I don't even think I have this option. Yeah. Probably have to research that. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna detect a projectile, and then based on a dice roll, we're gonna either jump left or jump right. Love to see the code come together. being accosted for cool. Good. Oh my god, yeah, so I was right. It was the end of summer, so November 2017. Right before, damn. Huh. Cause I remember, I think like Tarot had a real good time watching that playthrough. It was of my memory. I had a real good time playing that game. Final Fantasy 12 is probably my second favorite FF. And I say that like, you know, I say 10 is my favorite and 12 is my second favorite, but then like all the PS1 ones are bangers. 15 is good. You know, 4, 5, and 6 are fine, even if they're on the Super Nintendo. I still haven't played 13, but you know, someday I'll play 13 and I'll say it's the greatest thing I've ever played. Look, you know, if I keep playing PIP, it'll come up. It'll. All right, scan enemies. All right, let's get this going back forward. No, there you go. Okay. So are they right in front of us? No, not that close. Oh yeah, I mean, that's like the other thing about 13 is that the thing about 13 is there's a whole trilogy of 13. Played 13 wasn't a fan. Played 13 too because it gets better. Oh no! So it didn't start working for you at any point. I'm sorry to hear that. All right, so they're like, yeah. I mean, this is 30 meters. Like if they're right in front of me. All right, and then we want, if so, we're gonna be able to jump, and then otherwise move forward. All right, so this will be a jump backward. Scoop. Right, I mean, it has fans, right? You know, and I guess it did well enough, or Square Enix was just like jacked enough to make a whole trilogy of them. What was it? The Nova Crystallis Fabulous? Like there was like the whole era of that particular sub-series. Delicious. Oh, the 13 verses, yeah. Yeah, Fabula Nova, that's what it is. That's what it is, thank you. Oh, no, wait. I want this to go. Look, we're all living in Nomura's fever dream every day. Right, so here, okay, this is the one that's moved forward. And then, I feel like I'm gonna end up doing like some accidental input that just deletes everything I've done. It's gonna be incredible. Carnage is going, we're programming. I found a blueprint that I want to use as an exercise in learning how the interface works. So I'm implementing the blueprint, seeing where all the different options are. You hate 13, you'd love a remake. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, a remake would be a different version, right? That's the thing about remakes too, is that like, you always want remakes to be different. Type 0. I mean, sure, I'll do it. I own 3 Zachtronics games? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Zachtronics, if they played Carnage Heart games. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. All right, so let's get some more scans. We gotta do some scans for some objects. Is that this? Obstacles, same thing. All right, so we got them right in front of us. Yeah, no. I mean, they could definitely, I feel like Zachtronics games could really consume the right kind of person. I haven't played any, but they seem like they could really get you. They could really, truly get you if you are susceptible to their witchcraft. All right. And then we also want to do friendly detection. F is for friend. 5. Mostly we just don't want to shoot at our friends. I mean, it is kind of what I expected it to be. No real surprise. I mean, honestly, I will say that the guide was kind of nicer than I thought it would be in some ways. Like, I was kind of impressed with that mission briefing. It was like pretty good. I was pretty artisanal, really. Oh no. I don't want to exit. Okay, good. I can just hit circle again and get out of that menu. All right, and then we're gonna set up that same thing with the jumping. So now we're gonna do another, actually, can I just copy? Oh, no, not like that, not like that, not like that. All right, never mind, forget I said anything. Sure, there is an intended use for that. Is it so I could play it on PC with a mouse? Because that probably would help. I mean, I'm not that I'm saying I would be done by now, but all right. So I think we got this whole, yeah, we got this whole, we do our check. Yeah, no, it's, oh, I mean, well, so this game doesn't even have mouse support, to be clear. Like, even if I had, so PS1, folks, PS1 mouse stuff is on the way. We're gonna have that available soon. But even if I had it, I don't think this game has mouse support. Yeah, there we go. Dragon Fax is confirming. So, oh, they go what? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. How quickly can you put together a little something to counteract something? All right. So let's check for enemies again. Oh yeah, reminder, the current community challenge point goal is for another Chaos Tour vote that will be all adventure games. So if you want to make that happen, put in the votes and then it'll happen in the Discord channel. I will tease that this will not be just old adventure games. There will also be sequels to things I have streamed previously. So you'll have the opportunity to perhaps rejoin some old friends, if that is of interest. I want that. No, I want to flip that around. I am working on a possible themed Chaos Tour poll for something else. Wow, those are back. Oh, interesting. Oh, I guess that works. I'll just delete. Can I? Oh, what? Interesting. When automod catches somebody, okay, if I deny it. Oh, all right. When automod catches the cheap viewer things, it sometimes prompts you like, hey, someone tried to say cheap viewers in your chat. I'm like, can I block them? But you can't click on them to block, and I don't know, it's weird. I guess I could have like /ban, but like whatever. It didn't appear in chat. You'll never know. You'll never know the truth. Yeah, I think it only shows it to me too, which is weird. I do have a plan for a future poll that will be a different theme, but that could be, oh, so Franxel, interesting. I mean, Enemy Zero could appear on polls, but what I'm saying is you increase the chance of Enemy Zero being played if I can also put it on sub-game polls. Like, that's what I'm saying is that I have plans to include it in a Chaos Tour poll, but that does not mean that it'll win. So, choice is yours. The choice is yours. All right, let's see here. I definitely feel like I picked the right song for this, though. This is definitely the programming song. All right, that's good. And then, what is? Oh, heat. I guess if you're overheating. Oh, what is if? Oh, is this greater than or less than? All right. If body temp is greater than 80, it's true. There was I want to watch you beat it because I believe in you. Okay, yeah, I mean, you know my approach. I would probably look up info on how to beat it, etc. I feel like I was always the sort of kid who loved to like get a Lego set and follow the instructions. Like that has been my brain for decades. And so, you know, I feel like whatever, I'm gonna embrace that brain. Oh, the up arrow with the line being like a greater than or lesser than equivalent, because that is kind of weird. Yeah, Enemy Zero definitely sound like, from what I've read and what you've said, Gundam Goku, it really sounds like that kind of game. Okay. Boop. Scan for enemies. Right here. If they're right in front of you, punch. Hell yeah, brother. Oh man, Last Remnant. I definitely, you know, I don't think any. I'm wondering if any footage of me playing Last Remnant is on the channel. If it was, it would be a highlight from like 2014 or 2015 or something. I think I streamed some of it, but again, it's like 10 years old, and I feel like I mostly played it off stream. I really forget. Because again, I wasn't really streaming regularly at the time. Grapple. But yeah, shout outs to Last Remnant. It's a sick ass game. Johnny Young Bosch is Rush Sykes. The good shit. Oh no, wait, that was the wrong one. That's the wrong one. I was like, wait a second, what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh yeah, wait, this is the thing. Can I? No. Oh, R1 allows me to get around. Okay. So with R1, what if I like, oh, then I can just edit it. Okay. That's so much better. All right. I'm not strong enough. If you be, I beat Wizardry 7 with a lot of patience and a lot of consulting information. You know, I did what had to be done. All right. I did the necessary, as it were. Man, you really close in 40 meters with a grapple? That's wild. I guess that makes sense. Love to grapple. Yeah, look at this little, like, you can see this right here, right? It's just like grapple. Are they still there? Grapple. Are they still there? Grapple. They're still there? Grapple. Yes. 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 I love punching mechs. Mechs punching other mechs. It's so good. It is the thing I desire. All right. Okay, so sub-weapon. If I have sub-weapon ammo greater than 1, what is that? This looks like shoot. This is probably a sub. Okay, yeah, there you go. Remaining sub-weapon ammo is greater than 1. The red arrows are the true path, is what I believe is the case. My understanding is that red is yes. Oh God, I hope that's right. That's how I've been building this. No, because that's gotta be right. Because otherwise it doesn't, like, I feel like it doesn't make sense. Like if you sense a projectile, you would do the jump. Like otherwise you wouldn't. If they're behind you to the left or behind you to the right, you turn left, turn right. I'm pretty sure that's got to be red is true path. But maybe I'm wrong. It'll be very exciting. Very, very exciting. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for the confirmation. All right. So I have a missile. What do I want to do with that missile? I want to shoot that missile. Hell yeah, brother. Oh no, wait. That's what? What is that command? Diverge? Oh, diverge if I have ammo? No, I want to shoot that dog. I mean, it's probably just this one. Oh, yeah, yeah. That makes sense. All right. Yeah, let's not get too fancy free here. Let's shoot twice. All right. And then all right, now let's say I have less than 1 sub-weapon ammo. In that case, I want to fire my main weapon So let's do a check on that ammunition. So, bam, bam. So if I have more than one bullet, I want to use those bullets. Nope, nope, not like that. All right, cool. All right, let's get things closed up here. Actually, let's check this again. No, all right. That's fine. That's plenty shortcut for me. Actually, I guess I can put that in there. Yeah, it's all coming together, folks. We're getting close to finishing up, at least assuming I did it all correctly. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but and then let's put another scan enemy in here. Always know where your enemies are. Oh yeah, for checking behind you. Oh no, wait, this is... Oh, come on, just let me... There's gotta be a way to... There we go, okay. All right, and then... The enemy is somewhere behind me. Make it like a wide check. All right. Really? If they're behind you, jump backward. Huh. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Because it'll put them in front of you, presumably, after like 1 or 2 jumps. I think I get it. I think that makes sense. Of course, like a lot of this stuff I'm looking at and like saying like I can see how this works hypothetically, and then I'm gonna have to see how it works in practice, right? Take a hop to the back. Cha-cha. Do another scan. It's like, oh, hey, are they in front of you? Hit them. Hit them hard. Yeah, again, the 40 meters seems to be this person's preferred distance for, oh, no. All right, cool. Yeah, so if they're ahead of you, then punch them. All right, so I think that is, I have now implemented the design, the Cypress Dahlia infantry design. I think that all makes sense. I think I see the logic. You start out with some avoidance. If you're not getting shot at, you know, you make sure you're facing the enemy, and then otherwise you check for obstacles and friends and jump if you need to get away from that. And of course here we have 1 jump right and 2 jump lefts to help us get around things. And then you check your heat, maybe take a break. If you're real close to someone, you can get in a little loop here where you're punching them repeatedly. Otherwise, you know, fire your, like if they're in front of you, and your heat isn't over 80, and they're within, you know, they're not within 40 meters, then shoot. So, my only concern, I wonder if I should switch the assault rifle. I don't know if the shotgun will necessarily be effective at 150 meters. Well, yeah, this seems pretty good. Okay, so how can I get out of here without losing everything I've done? Exciting things. Okay. So, all right. So I think exit is the right call here. Okay, software okay. So let's go ahead and test it. Wait, what? This is... Don't you want to make this... Why are my enemies... Yeah, I want allies. I want to test my design against a bunch of the existing designs, the default designs. All right, let's do it. Yeah, I might want to go assault rifles on this. Or maybe just tune down the distance on the... Yeah, we might go... Okay, I think I'll switch the hardware. Because you can see when he switches over to shoot. They're still getting clipped though, those guys. They're still getting clipped by these shotgun hits. All right, maybe it's not as ineffective as I was worried. Oh, there goes that one. What are the other ones doing? All right, that one's destroyed. Wow. Wow, okay. Yeah, I think we should probably switch over to assault rifle. Otherwise, I think it's good. Come on, hit him with the melee. Oh, that's it. I guess it wasn't in the right. Oh, there you go. All right. Well, we won the fight. Not as we didn't swamp him, but yeah, I think we'll switch over to assault rifle. All right. Did I not hit a button? All right, we want to review the design. And mech development's going well. We finished programming our first CPU based on a design I had found on GameFAQs, and we are now going to test it again. So I think with the assault rifle, I think that'll be a little more appropriate for this design. A little friendly fire going on for the other team. Damn. No, jump back, jump back. What are you doing? All right, well. A win's a win, I guess. Uh-oh. All right, my designs are just bullying this guy in the corner. I'm gonna say that's a winner. I don't know. I'm tempted to tune down the like the one, like the thing is the distance is good for the missiles, right? 150 meters seems like a good distance for the missiles, but not a good distance for the shotgun. But I also want to see. I want to see if I can pack more missiles on this thing. So I haven't gotten an overweight message yet, so. All right, well, it's hardware okay. I think we're good. I think. Let's test it again. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Not going well for the other team here. Yeah, you're right. There is a cost. I think I should be good on cost, but we'll see. The guy's dodging. That's funny. Yeah, you can see how each unit is operating looking at the top left. Yeah, stop jumping around, Chief. No, the explosion. All right, yeah, he's done. All right, well, you know what? We're winning fights. What? We're running into things sometimes, but I'm going to approve this design. Spend some money, folks. Okay. Oh, shit. I just did it again. I thought approval meant I was done. All right. Well, can I just... All right. So now I guess I just leave? I guess the card is done. Like, if I leave, is the card just good? Yeah, card's there. Okay, cool. Yep. I'm doing it. I don't have too much money right now. I want to upgrade the lines at all. So line 1. How much is it going to take right now? I believe missiles are included under ammo. I think that's right. So, okay, so it's 80 right now, and this is 206. Okay, so it's going to take like 3. So if I upgraded line 1, there we go. All right, and then where am I? I'm at base 3 right now. Okay. Obviously, a lot of these things I'm going to learn just by doing, seeing, you know, how much money does things cost, et cetera, et cetera. So this will all be a learning experience. Cool. All right. This is an excellent time to save the game. Look at the little guys. All right, so I think at this point I do have those units. Unit command. Well, they're not in operation yet, but they're going to deploy. Like, yeah, advance. Okay. So I think at this point we have everything. We made it. We have the production line set to produce. We have our 2 active units ready to go into the field. I think we're good. I think we can end turn. Now I just want to take a look at. We do have to manufacture an ammo tree, yes. Let's take a look at the factory situation. So we spent a little bit of money there. Fine. We have not made an OKE yet. We made 16 tons of ammo in a turn. What was this? Jagged Alliance? More like Jupiter Alliance. All right, so I don't think we're gonna lose all our money right away. It might be too much money for the rate of because I think we get money like every 15 turns or something. Yeah, it was about to be our first fight. Yeah, with the default units no less, which I think they should do okay. Get them. So these are the default units that the game provides you up front. Well, they're doing well. Or covering the battlefield with fire here. Oh, all right, one tank down. Another tank down. Yeah, I do wonder if I think you can, maybe you can find these cards, but that was a pretty good fight. I'll accept that. So I think at this point in turn 4, let's see, I have 1 OKE. Yes, I haven't made the next one yet, but okay. Cool. So I think, yeah, just keep going. Okay, so there's 2 coming out of there. That could be it. Extra Sony disc did provide some. Oh yeah, I was reading about that. How there's like literally they identify them as belonging to specific devs and stuff like that. Kind of the same way that like Master of Arena for Armored Core has FromSoft Arena. Okay, so we should be able to deploy additional lances here as well, which is good. Yeah. Find some happy medium. Oh, they can both get in the base. I guess that makes sense. So now there is 2 OKEs in each of base 3 and 4. But that's not a full unit yet, because the unit is 3 OKEs. Oh, interesting. That guy's actually trying to break off, sneak around, which is fine. There'll be a unit waiting for him. Okay, so now on turn 7, we got, okay, so let's form a unit. Let's move them up to this checkpoint. Oh, good. Okay, I was gonna say, can I switch between? Yes, I can. Delightful. I can use L2, R2 to switch between bases. That's perfect. Do I want base number 2 to start? Okay, it's not L2, R2, it's just L2. Fair enough. Do I want to use the cache on this? Maybe. They added the 3rd production line, but they didn't even upgrade the production lines. What are they doing here? What is this? What kind of juvenile production are we dealing with here? Yeah, this is fine. Honestly, I might finish the map by then, depending on how these fights go. Let's make another save. Euro map. I mean, it's Europa, but so it is Euro map. Maybe it's time to change the music too. Euromap. Ha 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 ha. Something something. What do you call them when you're in the bathroom? Something something. Oh yeah. The music stops during battles. It's too intense. What are y'all doing? What? Don't just jump against him, punch him. This is not my design. This is the default design. The developer trying to sabotage my war effort. Was that one of mine? I only see 2 and 2 here. Wasteful. Oh yeah, they got mines too. Are you getting in front of his shotgun? What are you doing, brother? What are you? All right, well, good friendly fire detection on the AI default design. Jesus Christ. Did I lose that? 98%. Well, thanks, AI. Good grief. All right. All right, the other bases are still making no keys, so. All right, here we go. Here's the real shit. We got the secret sauce design here. Get them. Wow, still some friendly fire snuck through there. Got him. All right, I need my obstacle detection to kick in. Unfortunately, when you're playing like the real battles, you can't get the CPU, so like you can't detect flaws in like using that view in real time. There we go. We got don't walk into the landmines, please. All right. Oh, we took some damage, but we took him all out. Good shit. We're getting OKs put together. It's good. Wait, what did I tell this unit to do? Get up there. Oh, they're gonna try to attack my base. That could go poorly for me. Now let's go over to base 2. Oh, I guess they actually heal at bases? Maybe that's a thing. Maybe they actually heal at bases. Huh. I was kind of wondering about that, to be honest. Okay, so yeah, we're ready to flood the battlefield with another set of units. Oh yeah, that's right. That's just the damaged one anyway. Get their ass. Fire your missiles, please. I'm begging you. Just fire. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Thank you, default units. Someone around here is doing their job. Set to capture that base too, right? Yeah. All right, cool. Form unit. Deploy unit. I think we got him on the ropes here. So the money, so basically we get money every 15 turns. And depending on how well we've done, mostly have we captured bases, that affects the amount of funding that we get. All right, here we go. Go team, go team, go team. What are we doing over here with this one? Getting our ass kicked, doing the hokey pokey. That yellow one is, yeah. I wouldn't want to be there. So when you see the little embers coming off of them, they're overheated. And I think that it impairs their ability to do stuff. Oh, one tank is down. 2 tanks are down? Is that okay? Please don't walk into those landmines. Cool. All right, no, stop. Oh, oh, he was the only survivor. I didn't realize the other ones had died. All right, well, whatever. Those are the default units. And we did it. There we go. Congratulations on your successful tactics. Your skill in defeating the enemy so quickly allows us to approve an 877,230 budget increase for you. I started this map with 100K, so pretty good budget increase. Hell yeah. All right, cool. Oh, okay. Oh, it just loaded a new map. All right, yeah, we're in a new map now. It's map 2. Well, things are going well. We finished map 1, and we'll get to it tomorrow. But I think this is probably going to be it for this one. Is already way past my usual end time, but I'm having a little too much fun with this. So let me go ahead and search. Let me save the game, and we'll have a full stream of this tomorrow night, which should be good. This seems like a good game. This seems like a real good time. So we'll see where things take. I have not played Formula Front, no. All right, let me go ahead and pause the timer. Folks, this has been part 1, Game 70 of the PlayStation Instrumentality Project, Carnage Heart. Seems pretty good. I'm having a good time. Yeah, it's program and watch. Yeah, no, definitely. Formula Front is on my mind.